Costa Rica is a Central American nation with almost 4 million people, 2 seasons, and one of the largest reptiles in the world, Crocodilus acutus, the American crocodile. It inhabits the tropical wetlands of the Americas, from Ecuador in the south to Florida in the north. Their ancestors first roamed the earth almost 250 million years ago. Together with their cousins, the alligators and caimans, they are found on every continent except Europe and Antarctica. In the wild, the American crocodile can grow to over 5 meters in length and weigh up to 225 kilos. It is one of the toughest and most dominant hunters in Costa Rica. But crocodiles are not always the predators. Sometimes they are the prey. It's April, and the rainy season is about to begin. A female crocodile approaches the mound where, at the height of summer almost 3 months ago, she laid her eggs. She scans the shoreline, searching for the exact location of the nest, where up to 60 crocodiles are beginning their lives. She listens for the first calls of her hatchlings. But she is not alone. A hungry predator will also respond to the call of her young brood. Coatis are consummate scavengers, ready to eat almost anything, including crocodile hatchlings. They sleep in tree tops, but forage on the ground, guided by a 6-centimeter nose and an excellent sense of smell. Hatchlings injured or killed in the nest are also fodder for stinging ants. Like a miniature wolf pack, they will consume the entire carcass. Fire ants are the scourge of almost every young animal in Costa Rica. The first hours of a crocodile's life are the most dangerous. Coatis, foxes, hawks, and a host of other predators want a share of anything that's up for grabs. On average, only 1 crocodile in 10 will reach adulthood. These hatchlings are about 25 centimeters long. But even at this tender age, their sharp teeth are used to advantage. After several bites to its sensitive nose, the coati has had enough. But there may soon be other predators looking for a bite to eat. The hatchlings head towards the river. A coati can make an easy meal of hatchlings, but it's no match for an adult crocodile. Time for a quick exit. The remaining hatchlings reach the relative safety of the water. Their mother is at the top of the food chain, but her young charges will be nearer to the bottom for some time to come. At first, the hatchlings are a bit awkward in water, but that will soon change. Staying close to their mother keeps them safe from predators, including other crocodiles. The safest spot for a very young croc? Its mother's nose. But when the young stray, a world of danger awaits. Hatchling crocodiles can be tempting prey for the river's blue crabs. Later on, the tables will turn, and the blue crabs will need to take care near the crocodile's jaws. These crocodile hatchlings are already too big, and too much effort for even the most enterprising blue crab. If it survives, this young croc will grow to become the river's top predator, its largest and most powerful hunter. Costa Rica's rivers are home to some of the largest crocodiles in the world. Although they start out as prey, they soon become one of the region's most fearsome predators. But despite their reputation, they are still vulnerable. At a lagoon-side restaurant, people feed a 4-meter crocodile named Juancho. Juancho has been a regular at this restaurant for 10 years. He's partial to the fish. He disappears from time to time, but he always returns. Checking up on Juancho is biologist Juan Sanchez. Sanchez works with Costa Rica's Ministry of the Environment and Energy and is an expert on Costa Rica's crocodiles. He estimates Juancho is 26 years old, actually in his prime for a species that may live to over 70. Sanchez describes him as a mild-mannered crocodile, one that wouldn't attack a human. But interactions with humans can be dangerous. If wild animals are fed, they can come to expect regular meals and may even assume that every person they meet is carrying food. But what if someone forgets to bring lunch? The croc may still think there's food to be had. Looking for it could lead to a deadly attack. Though rare, such attacks have given crocs an extremely bad reputation. Humans often kill crocodiles out of fear. Juancho has survived his interactions with humans, so far. But if he was to approach people who didn't know him and what he's after, there could be a tragedy. The crocodiles of Costa Rica share their rivers with a host of other creatures. Many river birds specialize in hunting the shallows. The splayed beak of the roseate spoonbill sifts the water for invertebrates and fish. White ibises have finely pointed beaks to snatch up snails and other tiny creatures. And some wading birds prey on young crocodiles. Like other seabirds, pelicans usually prefer fish. But occasionally, a crocodile will pique their curiosity. Young crocs are shy and retiring creatures. When disturbed, they may retreat to their inner sanctum, the mangrove swamp. Mangrove trees grow where few others can. The brackish zone where fresh water from the land meets salt water from the sea. Their dense root networks create stability in an area of powerful tides and shifting sands. Mangrove forests make new land. The sand and mud caught in their roots eventually builds beyond the reach of the ocean's tides, forming a new coastline. Despite their ability to survive and thrive in this challenging environment, mangrove forests are in decline around the globe. Killed by industrial pollution and deforestation as land is cleared for timber production or aquaculture. It's estimated that less than 50% of the world's original mangrove forests remain. Costa Rica has relatively few mangrove forests, about 500 square kilometers. Only 1% of this land enjoys protection. But the mangroves that do survive create one of the most diverse wetlands in the world, teeming with unique species. Mangrove roots are covered with thick layers of bacteria and algae, which provides a nutritious platter on which shrimps feed. They are also scavengers, gobbling up leftovers from the forest floor. Shrimps are gobbled up too, prey for the fish which dart among the mangrove roots. The sleeper fish is a patient predator, poised on its pectoral fins. Waiting for the unwary. But even this predator is not safe and can be quickly snapped up by the top carnivore. The American crocodile, Crocodilus acutus. This one is only a year old. Even at this young age, almost every animal in the mangrove forest is its prey. Its first catch, a leaf of no nutritional value. There are plenty of fish here. But learning to hunt successfully takes practice. Crocodiles usually hunt by ambush. They are capable of great bursts of speed, but these typically last only a matter of seconds. Crocodiles use their bodies to herd fish into the shallows, where they're easier to catch. Once a croc latches onto its prey, it must cross the final hurdle, lining up the fish. All over Costa Rica, tourists are drawn to these powerful hunters. Every day, tours set out on the Tarcoles River in search of the largest crocodiles in the region. Jose Martinez has piloted tour boats for 3 years. He's developed his own method of getting tourists close to the Tarcoles crocodiles. Chicken. The crocodiles are drawn to the sound of meat being slapped on the water. Usually crocodiles avoid people, but the possibility of a chicken dinner overrides their customary caution. Most of a croc's life passes slowly. But there are also moments of startling speed. The scars on Jose's legs are from a crocodile that missed the chicken, but found him. To show off its immense size, Jose lures this one out of the water. This is a dangerous game. A crocodile can easily mistake a human foot or leg for a chicken. Several crocodiles regularly attend Jose's luncheons. Jose has names for them: Chicolina, Mike Tyson, George Bush. Jose knows each crocodile well and is confident of his ability to avoid further injury. Wildlife biologists generally support ecotourism. They believe that people who encounter these big predators in the wild are more likely to learn to appreciate and protect them. But these biologists are critical of staged feedings. Too much contact between man and animal can dangerously modify natural behaviors and create a situation where attacks are almost inevitable. In the mangrove forest, crocodiles rule the roots. But there is another world, higher up, in the leaves of the canopy. Howler monkeys roam the mangrove branches, feasting on its leaves and nectar from its blossoms. These monkeys spend almost their entire lives in the canopy, rarely touching the ground or water below. Howlers live in small family groups. In a matter of days, a single troop can strip a tree of its flowers. When the heat of midday reaches its peak, howlers retreat to a favorite branch to nap or watch the show down below. A boa constrictor patrols the floor of the forest. A reptilian cousin of the crocodile, the boa uses its tongue to detect the chemical trails left by its prey. This time, it's a rat, common in Costa Rica. Boas and other predators help keep rat populations in balance. The boa grips with its teeth and then asphyxiates with its coils. The rat will be devoured whole. There is one creature in the Costa Rican forest that has no predators: the poison dart frog. These frogs are tiny, only 1 to 5 centimeters long. It's thought that their poisonous punch is derived from the termites and ants they feed on. The toxins are concentrated in their skin tissue. These alkaloid poisons really are used by local hunters on the tips of blow darts. The poison from just one frog can prime 50 darts. Each dart can take down a monkey or a bird. Insects are another vital thread in the mangrove food web, serving as both predator and prey. The healthy development of young crocodiles is due in part to a dietary supplement of insects like this grasshopper. The grasshopper's outer shell is made of chitin, a natural polymer that helps the croc develop its own tough outer hide. As the croc grows, its diet will expand from insects and small fish to include turtles, crabs, snakes, and small mammals. It will leave these small pools behind to venture out into a risky world of rivals, hunger, and humans. In Costa Rica's murky river world, crocodiles, which start as prey, grow into indomitable predators. A croc can kill a man, but too often these ancient beasts are victims of human activity. Young crocodiles learn to hunt in the shelter of the mangrove forest. As they grow, they will move out into the rivers, hunting at night for fish, mammals, and birds. But for a crocodile to reach adulthood, it must not only thrive in its natural habitat, it must survive the human world as well. Many of the largest adult crocodiles live upriver, beyond the coastal forest, amidst farms and cattle ranches. Biologist Juan Sanchez keeps an eye on the crocodiles under a motorway bridge over the Tarcoles River. This river once supported over 600 crocodiles. Today, that number has been cut in half, primarily by poaching. Sanchez monitors this group regularly, noting changes in health, but also, importantly, numbers. Although it is discouraged, tourists on the bridge often feed them. Some crocodiles become entangled in the wire or nylon from which the food is hung, making it hard for them to feed. Before Sanchez can help them, he must first catch them. He uses pieces of chicken to lure the crocs. There is no shortage of volunteers. Sanchez is after a crocodile with wire tangled in its mouth. He looks into the jaws of each croc to make sure he catches the right one. Once the entangled crocodile is close enough, Sanchez drops the bait. Thick ropes and strength in numbers just about match this mighty reptile's muscle power. Sanchez must tire out the crocodile before he can safely work on its jaws. Placing a cloth over its eyes helps keep the animal calm. Sanchez works quickly to remove the wire embedded in its snout. Back in the river, the crocodile will need some time to rest and recover from its ordeal. Such accidental entanglements can be life-threatening for the crocs. Another problem? Coins thrown from the bridge. The eyes of a crocodile are particularly vulnerable. Yet, despite these brushes with unthinking humans, the crocodiles of the Tarcoles River live much as they have for millions of years. As the morning sun rises, crocodiles haul themselves onto the riverbank. The sun not only warms them, it helps kill fungus and bacteria growing on their skin. As the day gets hotter, the crocodiles may rest with their jaws wide open. The increase in surface area helps them shed heat more effectively. Costa Rica's rainy season usually begins in April or May. It can last for 8 months. It is a season of renewal. Plants thrive and flower. Many here have evolved shapes and textures that quickly shed the water. Crocodiles simply grin and bear it. Heavy rains can swell Costa Rica's rivers into muddy torrents. Swollen rivers carry young crocodiles downstream. Sometimes right out to sea. This crocodile has managed to find a spot on dry land where the river meets the ocean. On a nearby beach, from July to November, a relative begins its life at sea. Thousands of olive ridley sea turtles emerge from their eggs simultaneously. The eggs were laid about 7 weeks earlier during a synchronized mass nesting event called an arribada. Once the baby turtles hatch, they dash towards the ocean. Unlike crocodiles, they have no mother to protect them as they start their lives. Many predators await. This hatching provides an unexpected feast. Most sea turtle nests hatch at dusk or dawn when the risks are lower. Wood storks and ghost crabs start to move in for the kill. Just 5 centimeters long, the turtle's only defense is its protective shell. But at this stage, the carapace is still rather soft. For black vultures, the turtles are bite-sized treats. For wood storks, the baby turtles are a vital seasonal meal that will help sustain them through the lean months to come. And the turtles keep coming, each new wave getting closer to the safety of the sea. But not all have eaten their fill. Ghost crabs scurry across the sands, looking for the slowest, weakest hatchlings. A ghost crab weighs about as much as a baby turtle. If a hatchling is heavy, it may well escape. Having survived this challenge, the turtles must now face the sea and shoals of hungry fish. It's estimated that one hatchling in 100 makes it to adulthood. The olive ridley survives by sheer numbers. Thousands of nests hatch at the same time, overrunning their predators, ensuring that at least some of each new generation will survive. If she survives to maturity, a female olive ridley will return to the beach where she hatched to lay her own eggs, waiting until just before a new moon to begin the cycle again. Upriver from the beaches, it is the dry season once more, and crocodile love is in the air. It's mating time, when crocodiles reveal their soft side. Courtship may last up to 2 months. Crocodile mating is a mixture of subtle and not so subtle maneuvers. Female crocodiles are territorial. They bare their teeth during dominance displays and will chase intruders from their preferred sites. Big bubbles and a big bite are markers of a male's mating fitness. Females carefully consider their options and then make snap judgments. Females usually initiate mating, which can be surprisingly graceful. They flash toothy smiles in an effort to attract the larger males. They approach their potential mates with throats exposed, signaling non-aggression. If interested, the male responds with gentle caresses. Mating may take place over the course of several hours. The two then spend some time floating side by side. After 4 weeks, the female will lay a clutch of approximately 40 eggs. 3 months later, as the rainy season begins, she will return to watch her hatchlings take their first steps into the wild. Beneath the river's surface, other parents are hard at work as well. Convict cichlids are quite protective of their young too. The mother cichlid constantly watches over her brood of 100 or more during their first month. She uses her mouth and pectoral fins to stir up leaves and rocks on the river bottom. This exposes tiny invertebrates and algae, food for her young. The mother cichlid is also on the lookout for predators. A wolf cichlid, or guapote, is on the prowl, but not for these tiny newborns. The guapote prefers its convict cichlids a little bigger, about 2 months old and a little over 1 centimeter long. These juveniles are busy with their own hunt. Insects like this mosquito larva are quickly snapped up. The guapote is an ambush hunter. It waits until the young cichlids are absorbed in their own pursuits, and then it strikes. The survivors have learned a lesson: the importance of a good hiding place. Always wary about leaving its lair, the guapote hesitates and misses. Caution is a good policy in Costa Rica's rivers. Just as the juvenile cichlids must hide from the guapote must skirt the jaws at the top of the food chain. The American crocodile. The American crocodiles of Costa Rica's rivers are exquisitely evolved, perfect for their environment. But too often the human world claims their habitat. Poaching has drastically reduced their numbers. These problems are intensifying. Crocodile populations are in decline.